talked about how item specifics are actually really important to fill out. So if you haven't watched that one, do go back and watch it. It is pretty important information, I think, and it's stuff I learned from talking directly with people at eBay, so you might want to check that out. And here is how you update item specifics. So first of all, when you're on your active listings page, you'll see down here in quick filters, which you have to open if it's not open, you'll see item specifics recommended and a number. And that number includes ones that you've actually already updated that you didn't fill out everything, which is a big bummer because you really shouldn't fill out everything if not everything is relevant. So you may have already updated something. Like if you watched my last video, you'll see I filled out everything I could on this item. I filled out all the item specifics that were relevant, and it's still showing up as needing help because some of them that eBay gave me were not relevant. And so that's just kind of a downer. But to get the things that probably maybe might need their item specifics item specifics updated, you should choose this button here. I just unchose it. Let's choose it again. All right, it makes the page bounce around. So now it's showing me the ones it wants me to update. And the easiest way to do that is just click on it and add on to specifics. And it will just show me the things that it needs, I think. Well, it's definitely things it needs. So, we'll just go in and do these, and I'll borrow, and so forth. So, you can just go through all of them and fill them out, and then you hit save, and that's doing one at a time. Similarly, you can select a few. Let's see, we'll do Beethoven and this weird little statue, and then we go up here and say add item specifics, and it will let you do them. I'd fill all this out, and then I hit save and next, and it gives me the next one. So that's one way to do it, or another way to do it. You could also theoretically select things and then do a normal bulk edit, and then go into the pull down of what you want to edit and choose item specifics and edit them. But this is more custom made to help you do it a little faster. So I definitely recommend highlighting this up here, and then you can select one or many and do add item specifics. So if you want to get fancy, like say you have to do like 5,672, which is not actually how many I need to do, but it's up there, and I've actually already done several thousand. Oh, tears. You can do this cool thing. So see this button over here that says download, and you're like, download what? And this is here even if you're not in the item specifics recommended view, if you're just in your normal active view. And if you click it, the only choice is to download missing, required, or recommended item specifics. So let's click it. And then we get this dialog box, and it lets us choose a category or multiple categories, and it tells us how many things in said category need help. So say I want to do, so let's look for one there's a lot, because that's why we'd want to use this. All right, first day covers, and it also divides it by years, but first day covers. So we check that, which subsequently checks all the things nested within it. And then we download it. And it says creating your report. This may take several minutes. You can also blah, blah, blah. I don't know what it said because it was cut off. And what it's going to do is download an Excel file. You should be able to open that or import it into your other more free spreadsheet editing type programs. So if I open this, I have Excel. So it opens in Excel and it looks like this, which may appear somewhat terrifying, but I mean, it kind of is. Okay. So what we're seeing here is a list of all of those items, and these are the item numbers here that are in blue. And this is the titles. So we probably want to move this over a little so we can see them. And then they've frozen this whole section so you can scroll over this way without losing the item number and the title, which is handy. So what the deal is with this spreadsheet is the ones that are blue are the ones they want you to fill in. The ones that are gray definitely don't apply to the category, so you don't have to fill them in. The ones that are white, I don't really know. I don't think it hurts to fill them in, but I also don't think you have to. Not really sure. That's probably something I should find out. And then the ones that are yellow are ones that are going to be required soon, and I've not seen that yet, but I'm sure it exists somewhere. And the red ones indicate required item specifics, which I don't know how I guess it would be like a really old listing from before it was required is the only way I can think that it would get in there. Mostly you're going to just be focused on blue. So the idea here is you look at what's the listing title. Hopefully you know what the answers are based on the title. And when you click on one of these blue things, usually you'll get a pull down list of what the choices are that they give you. So this is actually not relevant to this listing, which is great. But say it were, I'd choose the thing that was was true. And oh wait, do we have any more? No. I guess it's just used, actually, so we'll just say that. And we go on to the next one for this listing. Certification is none. Do we get to say that? Uncertified. See, this is why I didn't fill them out, because they were like nothing. Oops. And then for grade, what do we get? We get ungraded. So that's one done. And then I move on to the next one, and so on and so forth till all of these blue things disappear and turn white. Although sometimes they turn gray, which I think is just a mistake. Anyway, if I were working on this and I didn't know the answer and I wanted to look at my listing, I could just click this, which is a link, and it will pop it open in a browser, and I can check it out. So that's handy, though, doing that however billion times does get a little tiring. Anyway, so don't play with any of this stuff, the category or the item ID. You can change the custom label if you want. You can edit the title if you want. There's some hidden fields in here in between this section and this section that you might inadvertently reveal. Just don't touch anything in there. You might mess it up because they're like eBay internal things. I don't even know what they're for. So like I said, you can fill out these other fields if you want. Not 100% sure why they're less recommended than others, but go for it if you feel like it. Of course, if there's any commonalities between your listings, like I don't have any graded ones, you can select and do all of them at once, which is awesome. So once you get this all filled out to your liking, you want to save it as a CSV file. There's actually instructions in here. I forgot to tell you. On this other tab over here, this shows you, it tells you like what I just told you pretty much. And there's also this, which tells you what category those numbers represent. So, and this is also the codes for the condition. So this could be helpful in some categories in some cases, but mostly you're not going to need this page, and you can refer to the instructions if you want. And back to listings. It also reminds you not to delete any of the stuff in gray up here, because that will make it break. So don't do that. The next step is to save it as a CSV file, which you do by doing save as, and just, save it wherever you want. And we choose CSV, comma delimited, and it doesn't really matter what the title is. You should probably name it something for, yourself to be able to find it. And just save. And it will say you can't save it as CSV because it has multiple tabs, but if you hit OK, it will just save the tab you're on. So do that. You can delete the other tabs if you want, but you do not need to. And then you go back to eBay, and you'll see next to download is upload. And this is again on your active listings page. So you just select the file that you want to upload, like wherever I put it, in here somewhere, whatever. I'm not going to really do it. Yeah, so here you see my CSV, and I would just hit open and it will upload, and if all goes according to plan, those things will just be updated. If something's messed up in there, it will tell you that there's an error and allow you to download what the errors are. You then open that up in Excel or another spreadsheet program and try to decipher it. I mean, I found them very easy to decipher, and in fact I don't have errors very often with these because I'm just changing the blue fields, and it's really simple. As long as I don't, accidentally mess with something or whatever, it's usually fine. So that's how you do that. So single listing update, multiple listing update, bulk listing update. Those are the three best techniques. I hope that helps you to work on your item specifics. I know they are a little bit tedious, but I am just trying to remember that the more I fill out, the better my listings will show up in search, and the more will sell, and then everything's happy. Right? Okay, so please subscribe to the channel. Do go back and watch the video about why item specifics are important if you haven't, or another video if you like. And did I say do the thumbs up thing? Do the thumbs up thing, and thank you, and take care.